Hey guys, you're Marc the Geek. In this video, believe me or not, I'm going to give you guys an update on what's on my PlayStation Vita in 2018, what I've been doing lately, and why I haven't been uploading videos, which should be freaking obvious, right? But let's go ahead and show you guys. First of all, I have the PlayStation Vita Slim. I transitioned from the fat to the slim, I would say like almost 2 years ago. And the main reason that I prefer the slim over the fat one or the original one is first, the battery life. Battery life is much better. The simplicity of charging with just a micro USB cable, which means I could carry any micro USB cable from a cell phone and charge it with it. That has been super convenient. And of course, being so slim, it fits easily in my pocket. Screen, of course, is not better than the original one. The original one actually had OLED screen. This is a normal LCD screen, which is not the best screen out there in the market, but in my opinion, once you start playing a couple games here and there, your eyes will automatically adjust to the screen. And honestly, I don't find any problem whatsoever. So that's why I prefer the slim model over the original model. I'll show you guys first how I have my PlayStation Vita set up. So here on my first screen, I have God of War wallpaper there, which is from the latest PlayStation 4 God of War game. I have the PlayStation 4 link here, which is the one that I use for remote playing. I use it a lot. I got the trophies right here, of course, and I have the PlayStation Store right there. So I'd like to keep these three applications right there in front of the first screen. Over here, I have like apps, only applications. So in this folder, like you see here, I have a folder with useless apps. These are apps that I don't use, never use, and I can't uninstall. So I have a folder for useless apps. Of course, the wallpaper is Eloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. I got the Netflix app, the Hulu apps works perfectly good. The Twitter app works perfectly good as well so far. I think there was a Facebook app and it was eliminated. I can't remember if that was true or not. But here the Twitter app still works perfectly good. Of course, it doesn't look like your phone application, but it is totally serviceable and it works perfectly good. I still use it to post some things when I'm using the Vita and I'm playing some games and I take some screenshots or something like that. I just like to just add it right here and tweet it to all you guys using my PlayStation Vita. I can easily, if I'm playing with the Vita, instead of reaching for my phone, I could just tweet something there really fast and it works perfectly good. No problems whatsoever. Now, there has been application that has been canceled by Sony, like PlayStation Now, which has been canceled by Sony. And PlayStation Now was the application that lets you play PlayStation 3 and some PlayStation 4 games on streaming on the PlayStation Vita. And it sucks that, Sony actually eliminated that application last year. Of course, here I use the email app, the Twitch app, works perfectly good. The camera app still works great. The messaging app works perfectly great too as well, which is great about the Vita, that you can actually talk to all your followers, something that you can actually do in other consoles like the Nintendo Switch. Here, with any of the followers that I have, I can actually establish a conversation. We can share pictures of me and them, and it's pretty damn good. The browser works perfectly good as well. I got the browser here. With the browser, I download like wallpapers. I like going to websites, searching for nice, cool wallpapers and downloading them. So yeah, that's one thing that I really like to do here. And one of my favorite websites is Wallpapers Craft. Because on this website, you can actually download wallpapers that will perfectly fit the PlayStation Vita because it has all these resolution or aspect ratios. So anything that you download here will work perfectly good with the PlayStation Vita. And it's really easy to download something. For example, if I want to download this right here, you just click on an image, just click download wallpaper. It opens the wallpaper in on another tab. Then you press and hold and you press save. And there you go. It just downloads the wallpaper, and then you can later on go ahead and, like you see there, later on you can go ahead and replace the wallpaper. So if I press and hold here, I could go ahead here and there, choose all, And here's the wallpaper that I just downloaded. There you go. There you go. Boom. Just like that. Of course, here the Netflix ad, the Hulu app works perfectly good. Here is the gamings. I got a Flash wallpaper there, one of my favorite characters, hero characters. Here I got a folder with great indie games. So I got Spider, Right of the Shrouded, really good game. Severed, really awesome game. Boy and His Blob, really awesome platforming game. Sky Force Anniversary, really nice. On the Vita, this game is really awesome. You got Ocean Horn, which is awesome as well. Hitman Go, Super Magical, really awesome, beautiful game as well. Shoe, which is another platforming game, which is really nice. You got Fallen Legion, and you got Hue right there, which I downloaded because it was free on PlayStation Plus. It's really popular, but I haven't played it that much. So I have it there, but I haven't played it that much. So that's a game that I need to get back into. Here I got Lara Croft Go, which is my favorite Go game of all the games Go in the series. You got Hitman, you got Lara Croft, you got Deus Ex one. I really prefer Lara Croft Go. Card games, these are games that you can only play with cards or physical games that I have. Odin Sphere, one of my favorite games on the PlayStation Vita. Assassin's Creed Chronicles, Lego Star Wars, which is one of my favorite Lego games on the Vita, and Lego Marvel's Avengers, which is another favorite game on the Vita when it comes to Legos. Now I got the last game that I was playing lately was World of Final Fantasy. Amazing game, in my opinion, one of the best games that the PlayStation Vita has to offer. It looks gorgeous. I spent a whole bunch of hours playing this game, and I finally got to beat it like a couple weeks ago. I actually got to beat the game, the story, a couple weeks ago. Shantae High Genie, something like that. A really beautiful platforming game, one of the best platformers game on the Vita, and it looks gorgeous in my opinion. And of course, baseball game. When it comes to baseball game, the last baseball game that Sony actually released on the Vita was MLB 15 The Show, which actually now is kind of hard to buy because when I purchased it the first time, it actually came in this card game right here, right? This case, but it only came with the voucher. So you couldn't actually get the game physically. You can only get it digitally, and right now it's even hard to download it from the PSN store on the Vita, which is incredible. It's insane. I don't know why would Sony eliminate this game from the Vita store itself, which is insane. Here, Keen Oddball. This is another game that I was playing lately. It was free. It is free right now for PlayStation Plus members. And it's like a Angry Birds type of game, and I just couldn't stop playing it once I started playing it, and I finished it like in 2 days. Another page with of course Infinity War characters from the movie. You got Thanos right there, which I also downloaded from the website I just showed you. Here got more great games in the folder. I got Plants vs. Zombies, which is the first one, and on the Vita is just awesome. I finished it completely. Joe Danger 2, one of my favorite games on the Vita. Guacamelee, great, awesome platforming game. God of War Collection, which is awesome. I think it's God of War 1 and 2. Perfectly great on the Vita. I was playing it lately, and I think I also uploaded a video not too long ago revisiting God of War 2. Injustice, Gods Among Us, right? Yeah, Injustice, Gods Among Us, which is the first one. Amazing, awesome fighting game on the Vita. The Vita has a lot of fighting games. It has this one, has Mortal Kombat, the Super, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, another one, Dead or Alive 5, I think it is. Really awesome platforming for fighting games. Also Air Race Speed, which is another indie game, which is you control a spacecraft. Freedom Wars is another good game that I've been trying out lately again after it was released a long time ago. I was revisiting again, and I really like it. You got Tiny Troopers Joint Ops right there, which is a very cool cheap game. I like it because it's really fun. It has a lot of colors, and you're actually controlling a patrol of army men, and you're destroying objectives, and it's really cool. I like it. Helldivers, one of my favorite games on the Vita as well. It's really cool shooter where you visit different planets. You have to kill different kind of aliens, and you gotta collect stuff, and you gotta try to get out of the planet before alive. It's really good. Another hard game as well, but it's really awesome on the Switch. On the Vita, it is an awesome game to have there. Another game that I've been playing lately is Geek. This Geek came out a long time ago, and it was actually released on the PlayStation Plus for members. And I never tried it, but then I went back and tried it out, and honestly, I love it. It's like a rhythm fighting game, and it's really good. The reason I haven't uploaded videos for this game is because the soundtrack is from real artists, like from Linkin Park, Marilyn Manson, I think Rob Zombie too. There's a whole bunch of, there's a great soundtrack here. But if I upload videos for this game, it's gonna get hit by copyright, because there's a whole bunch of copyrighted music there that I would get hit by copyright. But of course, I'm gonna be showing you guys video of the game without the sound, so you guys can see how it actually plays. Now keep in mind, I have a 32GB card on my storage on my Vita. And right now, from 32GB card, I have available like almost 1 GB of storage available. So I can still download a couple games, or at least one game, something like that. For those asking, you know, there's still a lot of games coming out for the Vita, even though there's been a lot of bad news about the Vita. For example, one of the bad news is that starting 2019, I don't know when exactly in 2019, but the PlayStation Vita will no longer be on the PlayStation Plus list. So you will not be getting free games if you are a PlayStation Plus member. That really sucks. But yes, starting 2019, I don't know what month. Maybe it's January, maybe it's on March. I don't know when, but in 2019, we will no longer receive free games from the PlayStation Vita, which kind of sucks. But I always tell you guys, if you are a PlayStation Plus member and there is free games, like for example, this month we got Furman's full game and King Oddball. Even if you're not thinking of playing those games right now, just go ahead and claim them. And that way, when you claim them, they will be tied to your account. So even if you cancel the PlayStation Plus and you come back again, you will be able to play those games on the Vita. Of course, the other bad news that was actually released a couple weeks ago was that the PlayStation Vita in 2019 was just gonna stop production of the physical PlayStation Vita games. Now, of course, that means that any other company that wants to release a game for the Vita physical form, they will not be able to do that, because productions for the cards are not going to be available no more. Which kind of sucks, you know, because there's still a lot of people, there's still a lot of developers in Japan and indie developers that are actually supporting the Vita. And sadly, they are going to have to just go to digital downloading game, and that's how we're going to be getting our games from now on. And there's still going to be a whole bunch of games coming out. Like every week, there's like new games on the PlayStation Vita when it comes to indie games. Like you see there's a whole bunch of indie games on the PlayStation Vita, and they come out like every damn week. Like for example, this week we actually got Stardew Valley, which was, you know, I don't know why it took this long, but yeah, it's there, and it's a great game. It's not my type of game, but it's a great game if you're actually looking forward for it. And like you see this one right here, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, another great game that came out recently for the PlayStation Vita. And just like that, there's still going to be a whole bunch of PlayStation Vita games coming out in the future, but it's just going to be digital, and most of it is going to be from indie developers and some Japanese AAA games. There's a couple games that I'm actually looking forward, like for example, Catherine. It's a game that came out on PlayStation 3 a long time ago, and that game was announced for the Vita, and I don't know if it's still confirmed for the Vita, because like you guys know, there's a lot of games that have been announced for the Vita and then it gets canceled, which kind of sucks. But that's why I say take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if that game is still confirmed, and it doesn't right now. It doesn't right now have a confirmed release date, but it was promised that we were going to get that game. Now, take it with a grain of salt with all these bad news going on with the Vita. Some developers might just option and cancel their games for the Vita, which kind of sucks. But honestly, I think there is still hope that there will be another Vita console in the future, or another portable Sony console in the future, because just like you heard, I don't know if you heard lately in the news, but John Codera, which is I think is one of the new members of the Sony big executives, he actually said that the PlayStation portable gaming should still be in consideration for Sony. That portable gaming should still be part of Sony PlayStation, and that is great, because I think it was House or Shuhei Yoshida actually said that mobile gaming, having a standalone portable gaming device, is no longer a good deal. They actually gave up gaming to mobile devices like iOS and Android. That's the bad aura that they were telling us about the portable gaming, that portable gaming was only good now for mobile devices like iOS and Android, and standalone portable gaming is no good no more. So that's why they were giving up like having a future console. And I'm glad that John Codera actually said that. Portable gaming should still be in Sony's in mind, in the future plans for gamers, because like I said, there's a lot of people that love the Nintendo Switch, and it's not because it's a hybrid console. Yes, in a way it's because it's a hybrid console, but the great thing is that you can take your games that you play on the TV on the go, and with no strings attached, without having it being attached to Wi-Fi and all that. And I think that's the way Sony should go. I think Sony should definitely copy what Nintendo is doing with the Switch, and make a version of that, but for Sony. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Sony actually comes and releases a console that's similar to the Switch, but Sony. I wouldn't mind at all, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there wouldn't mind as well. And of course, the fact that you still have the ability to unlock trophies is freaking awesome. Something that you don't get like on Nintendo. That's a feature that I really love. So guys, that's it for this video. I just want to share with you guys my setup of the Vita for 2018. I know it's been a long time I don't upload videos for the Vita, but it's because Sony gave up on it. Most of the games coming out for the Vita are not the ones that I like. The Switch is actually giving me all the games that I really like and on the go, and the power that I really like and on the go. Something that the Vita and Sony totally abandoned the Vita years ago. So something that the Sony, I was actually hoping I get with Sony, and I'm getting with the Switch. That's the reason why. But I really love the Vita. The Vita is awesome. Sometimes I prefer to take the Vita with me instead of the Switch, because the Vita actually fits in my pocket perfectly good. And there's a whole bunch of games here that I can actually play. And the games that I got with PlayStation Plus that I haven't played before, I could go ahead and download it and play them and earn trophies and save it to the cloud and so on, so on. There's a lot of great things. It has mobile application, entertainment application that still work pretty good, like the Hulu, the Twitter app, the Twitch app, the browser, the Netflix app still work perfectly good. I can also chat with players if I'm playing a game online. I can actually chat with the players, because this actually has a microphone, and I can actually chat with them. I can actually hear everybody talk here on the console, something that you can't do in other consoles out there in the market. And same thing goes out for all you indie developers. If you want your game promoted, advertised, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that supported the Vita since day one. And it would be nice if you send us codes and we can actually give you free advertising for the games on the Vita. But like I said, there's a couple games I'm still expecting to play, like Catherine. There's a Persona dancing game that also looks good. But, take all that with a grain of salt. Who knows what can really come out and what can be canceled. So thanks for watching this video. Till next time, guys.